Hey, what's up? This is Dwayne Shoots Toys, and you're listening to ToyPhotoCast. We are storytellers.
Greg is a toy photographer from Brooklyn, New York. He goes by the name Hiroshi Art and More on Instagram. His favorite hobbies are figure photography, collecting, gaming, shuffling, which is dancing, and teaching. His favorite movies are Hot Fuzz, 28 Days Later, the original Jumanji, Gundam, Treasure Planet, The Road to El Dorado, Deadpool, Chocolate, Eat Man, Shaolin Soccer, and Kung Fu Dunk. His favorite books are a lot of manga and books from Junji to Itsumaki, Tomi, Jayo, Smash, The Book of Five Rings by Musashi, Sonic, Mega Man, and currently The God of High School. Thank you so much for listening, and let's get right into this episode with Hiroshi Art and More. We're kicking off Season 3 of ToyPhotoCast right now. I'll do my intro, man, and we'll get started. And I really appreciate you coming on here and doing this thing with me, man. It really means a lot.
It's an honor. I'd never, if you asked me, or if I was asked like last year, if I was going to be on this, I'm like, oh, what, me? No, never. I don't know what you're talking about. But it's an honor for me as well. I'm still reeling, honestly.
Man, it's funny because I feel the same way. Like, if you would have asked me a year ago, like, that I would be doing this, like, I probably would say the exact same thing. I'm like, what? Like, no. Like, the way that it happened was so crazy. Like, it's, I don't know. Anyways, I'll start my intro and then we'll do this thing, man.
Gotcha.
And if you have anything that you want to add, if you ever want to interrupt me, feel free, dude. I'm pretty easygoing, and I do some editing, like before I post it. Like I do the Patreon where I just throw it up there and I don't edit it.
Mm-hmm.
But for the actual podcast that I put out on Spotify and iTunes, that's all edited and makes it nice and crisp.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah. All right, man. 3, 2, 1. What's up, everybody? This is another episode of Toy Photo Cast with the one, the only Hiroshi Art and More. Dude, what is up, Greg? How are you doing?
Hanging. Staying home.
Staying home. Me too, man. Thank you for coming on the show. I really appreciate you. And this is going to be fun. I know you're a big toy photographer and you're really into skateboarding, a lot of things that I'm into. So it's going to be a really fun conversation.
Yeah, man. I'm all for it.
Dude, so started off, how long have you been doing toy photography?
So that's a little bit tricky. I know my page initially started, I would say 2012-ish.
Wow.
That time. Because I had my iPhone 4 and it's like, all right, I get to take photos. And of course my first photos were trash. I was using Flash for everything. I didn't know anything. But it was of my first photo was of Zero. First photos were of Zero and Terry Bogard. So, and that was around the time that I had just gotten, Terry had just come out and Zero was out for already like a year or some change, something like that.
Yeah.
So after that, it was just a matter of figuring out, like, one, not using Flash anymore because I had to unlearn that. But just kind of, I don't know, I guess it was just wanting to rekindle my childhood and then also just see figures in a different light, like characters that we grew to love, or even newer characters that are just really cool. You know, we love them in a different light and see them in a different light and kind of give them life. So that's kind of where that stemmed from. And then also my love.
That's dope, man. Your love for video games?
My love for video games, fighting games, especially anything actiony, you know.
Nice. Are you a PlayStation guy or Xbox?
PlayStation initially. PlayStation and Sega. Very much loyal.
Sega?
Yeah. Sonic the Hedgehog was
That's what's
the first
up.
game series that I ever played. And it was Sonic and Street Fighter, I will say that. And then Streets of Rage. So all in that vein.
That's awesome, dude. So who is some of your biggest inspirations for toy photography?
Ooh, that's a lot. So of course it's D. Like D is like the first person I could immediately point to. But then it's a lot of like my friends that I've actually met. So there's oh man, I gotta like actually scroll a little bit. Hold on.
Oh, you're good,
Because
man.
I end up drawing a blank through that. But I gotta shout out Darth Dundada because even though I don't know how long he's been following me, but I know that when we actually had conversation and connected and I've always like kind of seen his stuff, but never really saw
Yeah.
it, if that makes sense. Um then there oh man. Of course like some of the big names. So I know Jay Hernandez, um the one cam, he's
Yeah.
I've actually been getting into a lot of conversation with him through just doing hilarious stories because turns out we're both fools. So very much very much love
He's
that.
crazy.
Yeah. Um oh man. I'm drawing a blank. There's so many people I just look up to. Oh, Toy Fighter Turbo. Um oh man. Articulated Ninja, who I'm always like going back to with the skateboard photos because we were in communication with
Yeah.
that. NYC Toy Life, um, Bowser Flatliner, who actually was one of the first people to really push me to use like just balance, just pure balance. Because he doesn't use stands at all, like whatsoever. You will not ever really
Right.
see a stand in any of his poses. So all the things he does is just practical. And it, sitting with him the many times that I have, he would just be like, "Look, just pose it, just go, put it together. If you want that punch to look real, you got to do it." I was like, oh, okay. And then practice making perfect, you know. And
That's awesome, dude.
it's Yujiro, good friend of mine. There's it's a long list. Metallic.
Do you feel like they kind of like inspire some of your work and like they kind of have a little bit of that their flair and their attitude in your work?
Uh I would say yeah, but then also no because I have to go and bring in my own kind of feel to it. Um
Yeah.
like I may have picked up a lot of things from them and like along the way. And we've definitely like shared um different things to help each other out. But it always came down to your shots have to be yours. It always came down to that.
Sorry, you cut out in that last one. What would you say?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I said it always came down to like your shots having to be your own, stylistically.
Gotcha. Nice. How do you feel like your photos have changed since you first started out, man?
Ooh, they've gotten a lot more dynamic. There's zero flash. I promise you, there's zero flash. Because I used to be so
Yeah.
bad with that. Um, but also I think a lot of it, I really paid more attention to how actions played out. Because I do, like, I am a teacher, so I did teach for a good bit, few years, stop animation, and I also taught art, so drawing in the anime style. So I would really pay attention to anatomy, and also with me loving action and action movies, I would always kind of just be, of course, enthralled by just how fight scenes happen.
Yeah.
So that kind of stemmed into okay, now I have all these figures. How am I gonna make things happen, and not just have it happen, but make it seem even as fake as it's gonna be, because we know these things aren't actually happening. But how real could I make it look?
Nice.
So that was always the real trick behind it. Because
Do you feel like you enjoy it more now than you did when you first started?
I I would say yeah, I've definitely gotten a lot more hungry to take more photos, especially with what I have now versus what I had then. And as much as I still wanted to then, I just knew there was things I didn't know. And now that I know
Gotcha.
more, I'm able to do more and just deliver more of the content that I feel should be presented, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Do you approach it like for the process, are you more, what I mean is like, are you doing this for the art? Like, are you just trying to do it to make things to post? Or are you actually, how do you do toy photography? Is it something like, will you take like a bunch of shots and then just never post it? Like, what is your kind of mindset with it?
Okay, so what I typically do, excuse me, what I typically do is I'll have an idea. So be it for a story, like the many stories that I've been working on, or just a one or two series of shots, I would have an idea and then how I want it to happen. So it's kind of,
Okay.
I got my beginning and then my end. How am I going to meet in the middle and figure that out? So I'll like say I'll take like my Nazokuma and be like, all right, he's got to fight three jackals. How do I want that to happen? And I kind of just feel out as I'm going and kind of feel out like the flow of how the action's gonna go. And I'll take a bunch of photos, but it'll always be of something that I want to happen. The thing that I might change up is like the angle or like the lighting, but
Nice.
it'll always be of something that I want to have happen.
Gotcha. Do you keep like a notebook, or like how do you keep all your ideas down? Like whenever you're coming up with stuff?
Honestly, I don't really write things down, and that sounds pretty bad. Um, but I'll usually kind of go with it like, okay, this is my idea. And I'll always kind of remember my ideas, but I may not remember exactly how I did them. But I'll always kind of go back and forth like, okay, if I want something with balance, how am I going to do it? Because that can also change. But I know the end goal is like, I want something that's really, really tough to do, but looks
Yeah.
believable. And then I'll either accomplish it, or if I'm having trouble with it, I'll put it down and come back. But I'll know like within my workspace, I left those characters there on purpose.
Gotcha.
So I kind of physically
What is some?
reminders, if that makes sense.
Sorry, I didn't catch that last thing. I
Oh
interrupted
no,
you.
you're
I'm
good.
sorry.
I usually just will leave physical reminders. So like I'll just leave whatever I was working on. I'll just leave those figures there if I'm stuck or if I can't seem to get it in that moment. And when I come back, it's like, oh yeah, I was working on them. Oh yeah, I was doing this, and then I'll just kind of pick up where I left off.
That's smart. That's a good idea. Do you try to like do new things when you're doing toy photography, or is there? Are you? Do you ever like try to like recreate any like scenes in movies, or what is your kind of like the way that you do toy photos? Is it something completely new?
It may not be always like entirely new. I think it's more so what I end up doing that is new is how tough the pose might be. And I don't really go for like recreations of like certain scenes in movies, but I will do like if it's an action movie like with Ip Man, I want to get like, and I'm still trying to study on how to do this properly just to make sure I'm doing it right. But the rapid punches,
Yeah.
trying to catch that but as a still is tough because it's something that requires so much motion. But trying to get it so that just from how one character is punching another, that that's the machine gun punches, like that's what's happening. Um, and then doing that without the use of like effects or using things like Photoshop to kind of have like other fists going on around it. Because if you're looking at it as like a still, like if you froze the movie, you're not going to see other hands. You're just going to see that action stop. Or in real time, if you were to
Right.
freeze it, or if you take a picture of it, it's just going to be stopped, but you're not going to see other hands. So I'm kind of thinking about it in that way, but still give the weight of like what's going on. So that would be, I would say the newer approaches to things, because I could always do like a picture of somebody throwing a punch or a kick, and that's been practiced I don't know how many times over. But how do you do, say, a jumping kick to like three people at the same time? Like you got to
If you figure that out, let me know.
it's I've done it before. In fact, I did it with my Nazokuma. It was like a fire kick with like three different jackals, and this is when, well, like before the lockdown, and he did like a fire kick, and he balanced with all three of them while still delivering the kick.
Yeah.
and it's just a matter of like finagling it to get what you want without losing the goal, and how it's like, oh, he's doing this and this is happening, and we see the motion happening. You don't want to lose that.
Right. Hmm. Yeah, man, that is something that I have no idea how to do, and that's really interesting. It kind of like makes me think about like when people use cutouts, like they'll use like something of a comic and they'll like really sell the image where they're like putting the like a rapid kick or a punch, and they'll use like a cutout of a comic and they'll like kind of, you know what I'm talking about? Like when they'll, I've seen people do that, but I don't know how to actually do that with a figure other than like having multiple arms, or I don't know. That'd be crazy. It's really interesting.
If it's, I mean, if it's a single punch, if it's, well, rather, if it's like multiple, like rapid things happening, if it's not like an effect that would come with a figure, and believe me, I'm all for, if you buy a figure and it comes with effects, use those effects for any and everything. There's no rule.
Yeah.
Um, like I have Chun Li, both the Storm Collectibles and the figure arts one, and I've used the Storm Collectibles effect more than the figure arts one, just because, well, it holds together better, but it still gives that effect of like she's doing her, rapid kicks. So
Oh yeah.
you could do that. You could also, and I haven't necessarily tried it yet, but if you have, even if you use like paper, like say yellow paper, you cut out, make it kind of small. But if it's somebody that's doing like rapid punches and you have, I guess, the opponent or whoever's taking the hits, you kind of like sticky tack those yellow pieces on them, and it kind of sells the idea a little bit.
Okay.
So it's kind of one way to kind of
Gotcha.
meet in the middle.
Yeah. So I'm curious, man. What kind of camera are you using? What kind of lights are you using? Do you have dioramas that you use? Let everybody know what equipment that you have so they can check it out if they want to pick it up.
Okay, so I'm using a Nikon 3400. Um, and this was actually, I would guess, I want to say a late birthday gift, kind of, sort of, from a good friend of mine, because he upgraded his camera. He was like, "I'll sell this to you." It's like, "Fine, you gotta tell me no more," because it's the only digital camera I have, and it's the first one I ever got. Um,
Awesome.
it's that, and then as far as lamps go or lighting goes, I really went, I would say, the cheap route, because I have a lamp that has three settings and the bendable necks, and I also have a secondary lamp that's initially from my job, so that never happened. And it's all, let me see. This lamp has, well, it's just the one. This is a white light that's in this one, and the three pronged, or the three necked lamp has three different bulbs in it. No, two are the same. Sorry, and one is different. I gotta change them actually. And then the last light that I have, which I do plan on getting more, is it's an artist light box that has the pure white light that comes out of it,
Nice.
and that light box you can actually find on Amazon for relative, like, very very affordable, and it's USB powered, so there's no batteries, nothing like that.
Yeah.
So,
That's
yeah.
awesome, man. Yeah, I have something very similar to that. Do you plan on upgrading your equipment at all, or do you feel like are you happy with the stuff that you have? How do you feel like you are doing with it?
I'm happy with like my lighting. I do want to change a couple things though. I do want to get like, I do want to test out a Lume Cube just to try and see how that works. Because with my light box, well, it's more of like a light plate. It's really really thin. It's really good. Um, with that, I can kind of move it wherever I need to within the dioramas that I use, which is mainly extreme sets. I didn't answer that. I'm sorry. It's mainly extreme sets that
Yeah.
I use, and if I'm not outdoors. But yeah, with I'm usually using the light box that I have, and if it's not that, then it's the lamps. I do want to try and use a loom cube because I've been seeing some great things come out of them. I do want to try and get different colored lights just to kind of play around with that.
Yeah.
And the only thing I think I haven't done yet is kind of just use a flashlight, just to play around because I haven't done that yet. I do want to test it.
I definitely recommend Loom. Can't talk. I definitely recommend Loom Cube. I won one a long time ago in a giveaway, and I love it. I'm gonna get some more soon. They
Okay.
make really nice stuff, man. They're expensive, but they definitely are worth the money. Especially being like indestructible. Like if you don't have to worry about destroying it at all. You drop it, or if you step on it, or if you drive over it, it's pretty much indestructible. So
Oh, so it's built like a Nokia,
yeah,
basically.
it's indestructible, man. And all the clip-on attachments are super easy to use. They're all magnetic. Yeah, they're expensive. That's why, I mean, that's why they cost what they do. Is like they're just really nice equipment.
That makes sense.
Um, but yeah, like using flashlights, I definitely recommend that. It's a lot of fun if you want like some extra light. I have a couple flashlights I use too. I'm trying to think. I bought a, like, you know, those little like light boxes that you can put like letters in and like make little messages.
Oh yeah.
Um, I bought one of those and it had like a really nice soft white like look to it, and I use that a lot. I used that in a Spike Spiegel shot I did recently, and kind of like put it in black and white, and that's something I really like
I
using
think I
too.
saw
So
that shot now thinking about it.
it's really nice, man. Like it was like on clearance at Walmart for like $1, and yeah, it's really nice. Great for using that. I've used that a lot in a lot of different shots, just for a little tiny bit of touch of light if you need something on the character's face or something. Um, but yeah, dude, I love lighting. I'm always curious to see what people are using.
Yeah, I need to. That's one thing I've been like when I got my light board, light box, whichever. It goes by both names. I'm always switching up. But when I got that initially, I was definitely using that to just play around with lights because it has three settings on it. So it goes
Mm.
softer to harder light. And I don't know if you saw my story recently, but when I had one of my custom characters sitting in front of it, it just works. And a lot of the photos that I just have with like the white light behind the character, it's just that box, just that board, and it's real. It's not really big either. It seems like it is, but it's really not.
Yeah, I definitely did not see that, so I'm not sure which one you're talking about.
Ah,
Um,
okay.
trying to think. What's the one that you have with the 1,000 Toys Dante with that behind it? What is that?
That's the same board.
That's the
That's
thing?
the yep, where it's just white light behind him.
I lost you, man. You there?
Yeah, yeah, I'm still here. I'm still here.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the last thing you cut out.
Oh, my bad. If it's the photo with just the white light behind Dante, that's the board.
Okay, nice. That's awesome, man. Yeah, it looks really good. I think that's something that, like, for me, gosh, I was gonna say something. I can't remember what it was.
It's okay.
Um, oh, I know what it was. I really want to pick up some of those Amazon light boxes that people use for like makeup and studio lighting.
Oh,
Like you can pretty much use that to create like daylight in like in a room, like in a bedroom setting.
mm,
I want to pick up some of those, and they're like 40 or 50 bucks for like, it's got like the stand, it's got like a big humongous light box for two of them. And I saw one at my friend's house the other day, and I was like, man, that looks so good. Like, and they're just using it for makeup, and I was like, I definitely could use that
yeah,
for toys.
yeah. Honestly, if it's something that you can use and you see a use in it, by all means, it broadens your horizons that much more.
Yeah, I gotta pick some of those up. So what is your favorite line of figures and why?
Ooh, see, I've actually been in conversation with this with a few people recently, and I'm still kind of like stuck. I'm kind of torn because it's either hmm, can I limit it to three at least?
Sure, man. Yeah.
Okay, so we've got Revoltech easily because they have dynamic, just dynamic figures across the board. Even if there's ones
Okay.
with issues, you can kind of fix it because I have the the Revoltech Psylocke, and the same thing happened with my Gambit too, where their faces would just kind of flop off, but it's easy fix.
I've heard that.
Yeah, I just sticky tack slapped it in there. It was good, no issues. And that's for both of them, no problem whatsoever after that. Um, and then second line would have to be Storm Collectibles because I just they have the character likeness down to a T. Um,
Yeah.
the only issue I would say with them is within the Street Fighter line because some of they're built like they're drawn, which is great, but their articulation gets hindered because of them being so bulky. So
Hmm.
it's a trade off, but I'm still trying to figure out a workaround for all of that. Like they're still fun. I still enjoy them very, very much. But it's definitely I have to put them up there too. And the last one I've grown to really fall in love with Mezco. Like very, very much
Nice.
so. And it might be partial bias because of custom work that I've done with my custom characters. Um but it's I really dig the soft goods and the articulation that comes with them, and
Me too, man.
it's I love how open I can be with the figure. Like I can kind of just do whatever I want and still be satisfied with it.
Yeah. Those Gomez figures, man. I wish they would make like just a whole bunch of army builders for those for that character and that like whole universe of characters. Like,
Oh yeah,
man, that is something I feel like they could capitalize
they
on,
could.
and they should.
Yes, exactly. I was so recently. D was doing a live, and he was initially doing like posing stuff, but his lives always end up being a Q and A. So
Yeah.
he I just kind of thought like I was messing around with because I have my custom characters, namely Nazakuma, Bruno, and then recently I just made Rook because I'm doing a story with them, and I was looking like staring at them, and I recently got Gomez from D, and it's like we don't have a female Gomez or female counterpart to Gomez. We kind of need that.
That's true.
We really like you're not gonna have a group of dudes and like not have a female counterpart to kind of like balance how things happen with these characters.
I've never thought about that. Yeah, that is true.
So it's and I said that in the live and he was like, that's actually a good idea. I was like, we need this. We really need
That's
this
all.
because
Did you pre-order the Baron Benz?
I did not. Only because I'm not too sure if I really want him. Um, I like what he comes with, and I like the fact that he's like this submariner kind of big boss character. That's the kind of vibe I get from him. But I don't know. I'm not really. I don't know. I guess I'm not drawn to him at first. I probably have to see him face to face, kind of like how I was with when I first saw Gomez up close in person. I was like, oh, this is actually really cool. I like this. I kind of need this now.
I was the same way with Gomez. I did not understand it. I didn't like it. I didn't even understand that that was the mascot for like the company. But like after I got the first one, I think the first one I got was the Agent Gomez,
Mm.
and then I was like, "What is this? This is the coolest thing I've ever seen." And then I got Street Gomez, and I was like, "It was even better." And then I've got I don't have the which ones do I don't have? I don't have the stealth. I don't have the samurai, the lone roach,
Mm.
or what's the other one? The ninjas, the ones that are super rare.
Oh, the assassin ones,
Um,
right?
yeah. Um, but I did get Baron Benz, and I'm very excited for Baron Benz.
Hmm. That's cool. See, I still need the
I
other.
just
I need the other version of
I just love the whole nautical vibe, man. Like I just love that whole look. I love like underwater mystery and intrigue and like he just looks so cool, man. I can't wait to start making dioramas like centered around him because I'm gonna go all out on that.
yeah, go for it, man. You know I'm looking for it because like I feel the same way. It's just I don't know. I feel like I need to get him in hand to be like, how does he move? Like, how would I move him? And if I'm sold on it, then I'm like, all right, you know.
Yeah, there was 3 photos for me that D posted in that well the ones that they solicited for the pre-order that really sold me. The one when he's pulling the chain like towards you, like he's got like
Oh
the anchor
yeah.
hooked, that one sold me. And then there was another one when he was like hanging on to like the treasure chest and he was like kind of like looked like the current was taking him away and he had the alternate head sculpt on. I was like, yeah, I gotta have that. And then it doesn't really bother me that he doesn't have light up head sculpt because that kind of hinders articulation.
Oh yeah.
um, but i'm I'm really looking forward. I haven't been this excited about a figure in a long time and I don't even understand why.
What's up, storytellers? Thank you so much for listening to this episode of ToyPhotoCast with Hiroshi Art and More. If you are looking for a great place to be able to check in for news, reviews, and all of the above, you got to check out X Clue Magazine. They just dropped their first issue and it is free to download. It's an amazing place to keep up with everything from collecting, pop culture, to photography, all the above. It's a great place. xcluemagazine.com. Check them out and tell them we sent you.
But I'm super stoked.
Nah, I hear you. I hear you. I honestly, I'm that way when it comes to because I just recently got Ascending Knight Batman,
Nice.
and I love that Batman figure. It's really good. It makes me
It
me to
is.
want Sovereign Knight Batman that much more, and I already wanted it. Like I was already stoked to get it, but I don't have him yet, just because I gotta wait till Friday to pay for him. But
Nice.
I'm definitely gonna get him, and then I have a custom cape coming in. So I have to put a wired cape on that Sovereign Knight Batman. I have
You got to.
I have to. Cause
Dude,
uh,
that Sovereign Knight Batman, like are you talking about the regular
the
version?
regular version, yeah, the gray suit.
Yeah, that version is perfection. Like that is like that. I feel like that is the pinnacle of Mezco action figures. Like it's amazing. It is so
It is.
good. And the only gripe that is fixable is that the head sculpts, like the short eared head sculpt, has that crazy expression, and you can't do like a. You have to change out the mask, like the faceplate, if you want to do that.
Okay.
I've seen people do it. And I'm probably going to order one from Action Figure Customs on eBay. He's got some amazing head sculpts,
Hmm.
which I have a couple of those. Um,
No.
but yeah, that's the only gripe out of. I mean, it's a minor gripe, but that's a flawless figure, dude.
Yeah,
Just incredible.
and for me, it screams like because I loved playing like Arkham Asylum and Arkham City.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that Batman plus how he looks compared to like say his animated series counterpart, it's like it fits for all of those.
it
I
does.
need that. Like that's what I'm looking forward to. You know, like Rebel.
It's like the new 52 mixed with Arkham, mixed with a little bit of Rebirth, a little bit of
Yeah,
everything. Like it's so good. Like I really want to. I wanted to get the Tony May, or I don't know how to pronounce it. Maybe it's Tony Mai. But did you ever see him do the Rebirth custom suit for the Sovereign body?
I did not. I heard about it though. I did not get a chance to look at it though.
If I ever get to that level where I can afford to get Tony May suits, I will do that because they are not cheap, but they are definitely worth it. He did a bunch of different versions. He did like the animated series. I know Richie Noserain has the animated series one,
Yeah.
and then um, Vinfaith Custom, he has the animated series from Tony May.
Mm.
Trying to remember who has the Rebirth, but yeah, that Sovereign Knight body is incredible, man. It's a masterpiece.
I need to finally get my hands on that. Like I've been because I haven't like I've been looking at it on eBay. It's like there's like three different sellers that I'm looking at. It's like, all right, if you buy one, if somebody buys it from you, I'm going to the next one and the next one because
If you want to get it for a deal, go on Facebook and the Mezco Facebook
mm,
groups. Like go to the buy sell trade Mezco group,
okay.
and if you're patient, you can get one for like 70 shipped.
Ooh,
Yeah,
okay.
if you're patient, and like there's always people popping up left and right with Sovereign Knights, and sometimes you'll see one like open displayed, perfect condition, 70 shipped or 75 shipped, and like eBay's good if you just want a brand new figure. Sometimes they'll sell them on their brand new too for 70 shipped. I've seen it, but it's just you got to just be patient and keep scrolling, set notifications. It's a little bit of work, but if you're willing to save, like if you want to save like $10, like that's something to think
Oh
about.
yeah, yeah, for sure. I will definitely do that. I need to get active on Facebook again anyway, because a lot. If you being, I'm still looking for like Gomez bodies that not even complete, just the body and maybe the hands, just so I can do more custom work. Um,
Yeah.
Articulated Goat, who I've recently ordered an alien head from because his work is good, is so good. Um, I he told me to go on Facebook and look at the Mezco toy group, so I was like, all right, I need to definitely just get up on that finally.
Yeah. There's good deals, man. People are offloading stuff all the time, and they're usually a lot cheaper than the eBay prices,
Mm,
because everyone pretty much knows like the value there. Like everybody in that group is very active, and the Mezco groups are like if you post something kind of crazy price, people will call you out real quick.
as they
But
should, as they should. Nobody should be privileging,
yeah,
especially now. you know,
yeah,
that's happening way too
exactly.
often. Way, way.
Yeah. Let's see where we at. Let's see. Do you have any moments in your journey as a toy photographer? I love to call pinch me moments, that you want to give a shout out to.
So we'll start with this because this is definitely one of them.
Thanks.
Because I totally still reeling, even though it's happening now, still reeling. Um, I would say when I guess I initially met D and just all the friends that I made I guess through him then I would say when I officially got cool with Bowser Flatliner when recently being part of Fig Mob that had no idea that I was looked at in that light. Um Pariahs of the Multiverse. They recently, like we've had conversations, and they were just like, "Yo, we really like your stuff." It's like this is what is happening. 'Cause I'm very very humble, so it's like when something like this happens, it's like, all right, I don't. What did I do to get to this? Um, and then I guess it's really one. Well, oh, years ago. This is when I still was on my iPhone 4S and before Instagram changed. Um there's a customizer known as Jin Tome. He followed me and it's like how did that happen? Because I initially saw him through I don't even know if people use this site anymore called Figure Realm,
I think so. That sounds familiar.
where people will put up a lot of custom work, like custom figures, and they will I initially started with like the Sonic the Hedgehog customs because I was trying to get into that, and it worked out. I made one character at least, and was just following through to just get inspired by all these other different customizers and the process that they had put up as far as tools you can use and supplies that you can use. But then I came across Jin Satome's stuff, and it's like, oh, this is very detailed, and the way he did his tutorials were very very helpful. Even if I didn't use all the things that were in his tutorial, but it was like the stepping stone to kind of push me in the right direction for when I wanted to.
Nice.
And yeah, like after that, I found him through Instagram. He just popped up, and then followed him, and about, say, I don't know, maybe a month or two later, he followed me, and it's like, whoa, all right. Like, this happened. Like, I still have the screenshot.
That's crazy, dude. Isn't it weird to like think how like social media can connect you with people
It's wild. It's
that you may have never connected with before?
Yeah, for sure. Like, because I dance as well, even though haven't had a chance to really do so. Shameless plug. Shout out to New Empire Shufflers. I like, I've been part of them for a long time, but I initially, like, if you're not meeting people through face to face interactions, or in my case with that, it was like through dance, then it was through online and through posting videos, and then for me also my toy photos too, because it's like, you dance and you do this too. It's like, yeah, I kind of, I'm all over the place, you know.
You've posted a couple of your dance videos, right?
Yeah, I just haven't in a very long time, because I just haven't had a chance to actually go out and like dance, because adulting, sadly, and you know, working full time, even at home, and especially now with the quarantine, I'm definitely not trying to dance outside and get sick. But um, whenever I can, and if I have the battery life, because my phones always like to die when I'm out, um, I'll post up should somebody record it. But then also on their page, you'll find videos of me and like everybody else that's on the team. Um, very much people that I'm close to.
So who's your favorite dance group, like the mainstream dance group?
I don't even know if I really have. I mean, I know, well, within, hmm, it's kind of tough, because I haven't really necessarily followed teams, except for like Soulflush Shufflers, who, shout out to them, because they're really cool people. They're really cool people. Like, I officially met them face to face at I think it was EZoo initially, Electric Zoo here, which was a festival that's here, and always just warm welcomes all around. Um, After that, it's more individuals. I know, I guess mainstream wise, Jabberwockies, the Twins, because as much as I'm a shuffler, they're very much not shufflers, but it's still crazy to see what they do. Like, the skill is unparalleled.
Yeah, they're so technical.
Oh,
It's crazy.
and it's like, I try to bring that kind of similar technicalities to my style, and it works, because that's where I get my musicality from. But of course, theirs is on a whole different caliber. It's a different style in general too, so it's a matter of just kind of mixing in what they're hitting to what I can do. You know,
Gotcha. What do you think of the Kinjas?
I I've seen them before, and I immediately thought they were amazing, but I just couldn't. I I guess I kind of fell off, because I really wasn't following a lot of mainstream dancers.
Gotcha.
Um, it's nothing against them; like, they're amazing. I love them for that, but I just haven't really. I've been mainly trying to like boost up my close friends and my local friends, because I haven't, either I don't see them, and that's the only way I can see them, at least, especially going through what's happening now. Um, but I know that they'll either reference them, or they'll look at videos of them too. So
Like for me, I'm not actually into dancing, but I love watching
mm,
dancing, and I love watching all the major competitions. Like I watch AC, what is it? Not ACB. The A oh, well, what is it called? ABDC, and
oh
then
yeah,
watching America's Best Dance Crew, watching World of Dance. That's a good
mm,
one. And then I saw that's how I was introduced to Kinjas. But if you want inspiration, like YouTube, the Kinja's Dojo, and they have a lot of people that are like up and comers and just different artists that get on there and dance, and um, it's so good, man. Like they just are next level, like with their choreography and their videography. They're so much fun to watch, man. I used to dance in school, but I haven't danced in a long time.
pretty sure you still got it.
I've got some moves, but I know that if I went for it, it might be a little
Uh
rusty.
oh,
But that's cool, man.
really
I love talking to dancers. Like I haven't actually like made a friend yet that's an actual dancer, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, man. Always, always. I mean, I'm always trying to like bring that into at least the musical sense to my photos and my figure work too.
Yeah.
So, like recent stories, I was just like goofing off with again going back to like what I said with the one cam. Uh cuz there's this mashup. I'm always looking for like hilarious mashups and I guess kind of sort of like shitposting mashup songs, but they're
Yeah.
funny, but they're enjoyable. And oftentimes it's like, oh, I didn't know these things would go together. So it's a remix of like I forget the stage in Parappa the Rapper 2, but it's a mixture of that and like Biggie Smalls. It's like, why are these together? But it works. And it sounds good and it's hilarious because it's Parappa the Rapper of all things.
Do you do any like sampling or DJing?
I don't, but I do have a serious collection of music.
That's
I
awesome.
was told to get into it though.
Nice, man.
Like my girlfriend was telling me for the longest time, like you should probably like maybe consider. It's like maybe we'll see.
It is definitely a rabbit hole. Like music is something that I I think all of us love. That it's so universal and so much fun, and I love the fact that you incorporate that into your photos, man. That's so cool.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Like if a lot of my behind the scenes, whenever I do a behind the scenes, I'm always listening to music some way somehow.
You and Bobasaurus, huh? He's always got Hans Zimmer on in the background.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. He I I think we talked about that briefly. I know it was brought up recently. Um but I've been also noticing a lot of his shots too. They're amazing now that you bring them up. Um but yeah, like I'm always into house music, um Jersey Club, uh video game OSTs, um J-pop songs, mm, all in that vein, and also vaporwave, you know, future funk, all that stuff.
For sure.
You know,
Well, man, do you have any tips for people out there like trying to stay positive in this craziness? Like, do you have any advice?
so in terms of like just figure photography or in general,
I mean, just in general, and also like with the current situation in the world.
so with what's happening now, it's really important to just not forget why you do what you do, and then like the like not forgetting why you do it, but then also remembering what brought you to it. You know, that's that's something that's always kept me going through all of this stuff because I'm stuck in a house, you know, 95% of the time now. Whereas initially I was always going out, you know, working at the school that I teach at, and then also excuse me, the after school program that I would be working at. And if I'm not hanging out with friends, like I would end up being home after all that stuff is done. But here it is now,
Mm,
I'm home more so than not, and I have more time to kind of just create stuff. So, as much as it sucks that we are home so often, this is also ample time to kind of be creative about stuff and kind of think outside the box. And again, just remember what brought you to this point and what you can do to keep going forward from this point, you know?
for
Because I
sure.
can take 1,000,001 pictures of the same thing and just never progress. But I know I want to get better. So you just gotta keep thinking about different things and just trying stuff too. Even though USPS kind of sucks right now and everything's going slow, you'll still get it. Just try, you know, you know. And above all else, just be kind to one another. Because I've been seeing a lot of negativity here and there. Not so much in the toy community. Um, I know it's happened to a few friends of mine, but not as it hasn't been as prevalent, I would say, or at least it hasn't hit me. So I don't want to sound blind, but I know it's there, like it is in any community. It's just,
Yeah.
you know, making sure that if at all or whenever something is going on, be it good or bad, that you're a person that's bringing forth the positivity.
Awesome, man. Some good tips, man. I feel like that's something that we all need to focus on is just kindness and remembering why we do what we do and just keeping that in your forefront of your mind and not really getting overwhelmed with all the news. Like just
Yeah,
enjoy like the moments you got in the house because you know when things go back to normal, like you know you're gonna have to go back to the regular grind and it's gonna be these moments you know where you can really kind of do some hopefully do some like self-reflection and like just think about like what you want to do with your life and like where you are the like why you are who you are and those kind of things like I mean it's really good moments like it's not a lot of stuff that a lot of people want to do
right.
but since you're here you might as well do it.
Yeah, you have the opportunity to. So just go ahead and take the opportunity because it's not going to hurt you any. If anything, if you do make a mistake, you're just going to learn from it and be better from it, you know? So,
For sure.
and then also just don't be afraid to be silly because a lot of people taking things way too serious. If you got your
I know.
fool, you got to put some silly music on, do it. Make an ass out of yourself, but just do it in a positive light. That's where all of that comes from, you know?
Got to spread that joy, man.
Oh,
Got
yeah.
to.
If
Well,
you
dude,
inspire and like if you manage to inspire and just like make somebody laugh or smile or something like that, you're doing something good. That's the most I could ever ask for from anybody.
definitely, man. Couldn't said it better myself. Do you have any tips for people just wanting to start out in toy photography?
Yeah, if you okay. So with how things are now, honestly, this is and I'm pretty sure I've heard D say this many a times because I was recently watching a video of him saying that like this is like a great time for figure collectors and toy photographers. Like this is a very like great time for it because we have so much to our disposal. So you can take um a cheap figure and make it look really really nice. It doesn't have to be just that cheapo figure that you found in like a 99-cent store. You can take that and make it look really nice. It doesn't have to be the most, I guess, quote unquote professional looking photo. So long as you put your heart into it, you did something right. Um
Yeah.
Another major thing, do not use flash. Do not use flash, please don't, because and I was actually in conversation with my girlfriend and my friend Zeus, who's also on Instagram. We were talking about somebody else's photo who uses like they used a lot of flash, and I had actually given the same person tips. I was like, hey, don't. I wouldn't recommend you do that because the flash will wash out your colors, and it kind of gives
Right.
an unwanted spotlight. Now, if you want to do that and it's purposeful, that's different. But it's something that you want to unlearn first to then kind of go back and be like, all right, I know how I can use this if I place it
Good
right.
tips. Yeah. Don't use flash.
Yeah, don't use flash. Like if especially if you have like ambient lighting and it's good and it's decent, the flash just kind of it subtracts it and it concentrates it on where the flash is going, like in the middle of everything. And unless that's what's wanted, I wouldn't recommend doing it. And again, it's something that has to be unlearned because most commonly, when you're getting into photography, you want to use flash. Like you want everything to be seen. You don't want anything to be too dark, and there's a lot of fears along with your, playing with your lights and how colors are shown and action and focus. There's a lot of things that seems like it's overwhelming. You can literally take time and just focus on one thing for a hot minute, even if you don't post it. You can focus on that one thing for a minute and then just kind of go through, okay, I kind of get how to focus things a little bit better. Let me try to get closer to what I want to take a photo of and make sure that comes out a little bit clearer. And once I get that done, I can kind of work on angles a little bit more. And you kind of piece these different skills together to kind of build the kind of shots that you want going forward, you know?
Right.
Because me starting out, I was kind of overwhelmed. Like I wanted to do everything at one time, but I didn't know how to. The one thing we don't have to do is do everything at one time when we have time. Like we don't have to be rushed. Um, Nobody's saying you have to make this professional photo, but it has to be really clear and it has to be of Spider-Man. He has to be hanging upside down. It's like, whoa, there's a lot going on there. Let's slow down. Let me get my posing up first. Let me practice that. Let me practice taking photos first, and then kind of work my way to that point.
That's a great point, man. I really think that just to reiterate what you're saying is just take step by step and let these tools and these different techniques you're learning stack so that way you can combine them and be able to make the photos you want to make, because a lot of times people get overwhelmed. They're like, well, I don't have this or the other, and it's like, well, just use what you got, and then eventually when you acquire that other thing that you need, whether it's a skill or whether it's a product or a tool,
Yeah,
then you can implement that.
right.
And you might as well, like if you don't have the money to get the tech, like the tools that you want to use, you might as well be studying how to use them, so when you do get it, you're already ready. So
Exactly.
that's another pro tip for people that are like, man, I just, all I got is an iPhone and I don't got everything I want to use. Is like, just go
Go
ahead
ahead.
and study it.
Yeah,
Like, just if you want to use a high end camera, like learn how to use it. YouTube is a great
very
resource.
much so. And also, you can ask other people. You can ask other people. The one thing that I do really appreciate about the figure community is that people will give you answers to your questions, especially when you ask respectfully. That's also something that's important too. You have to ask respectfully, and not saying that you have to kiss somebody's ass to get good answers. No, what I'm saying is, if these are people like anybody who you may not know, just come with respect. Because there's been plenty of times where, and as recent as I would say last month, somebody tried to give me pointers on how to do line work because it was on my my Power Rangers post where I had had the Black Ranger going out all out with the hip hop keto, and I had panel lined my Rangers just so that their boot detail and the other like subtle things that you don't normally see kind of just stand out. And they were telling me, "Oh, hey, you should have used gray because it's not going to be a harder line." It's like, but I want the hard line. Like I appreciate that, but that's not how you would tell me. You know,
Yeah.
it's a matter of it's all about respect, no matter what. And if you have a question or if you have a tip for somebody, just do it respectfully. Just say, "Hey, I like what you did. Maybe you could try this if you haven't thought about it." Or, "Hey, have you tried using great lines before?" Like that's totally different than saying you should have. It's like, whoa, that's not. If we're all different artists here, our approaches to the same thing are going to be different. Nobody's going to go the same exact way that you did. Even if you taught somebody, they may have learned it from you, but they're not going to do it the same exact way. It's always going to be some sort of
Right.
differential within how they do it. So there's no should have. There's here's what you may want to do, or here's what you could do, but it doesn't have to be that one black and white way. There is no real one black and white way, you know?
Yeah.
So,
It's a great point, man. It's all art and it's all
yeah,
subjective.
exactly.
And if if you don't appreciate it, then you can just move on. And there's always a way to approach someone, especially in this community, that's a constructive way. And if you want to help somebody and you feel like you can help them, just first of all get to know them first before you even start giving them like tips. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
Get to know them.
I've had questions come to me, and they were very much like you can tell when somebody's kind of like, I don't know if I should ask him, but I'm gonna ask him. I don't know, and it's like they're afraid of like offending me by asking. It's like, no, I'd rather you ask in a respectful way than to not ask and not know and then not become better with what you're trying to accomplish, or to not ask and then later on be rude because you didn't know how to ask your question. Like go ahead and ask, but just know that if you want to be respected, you have to give the respect back, and it has to be two ways on that too. You know,
It's good stuff, man. So let everybody know where they can connect with you on social media if they don't already.
So you can find me for sure indefinitely on Instagram at Hiroshi Art and More. That's all one word. There's no spaces in between. Um, I am on Facebook, but very loosely. So if anything, I would say just DM me about that. But you, no, you can still find me on there because I haven't deactivated it. At Haru Hiroshi, HaruHiroshi. And I think that's pretty much it. I'm not really on anything else. I'm really predominantly on Instagram.
Sweet. Awesome, man. And you can find me at Dagobah_days. You can find the Toy Photocast on Instagram at ToyPhotoCast. You can find the feature pages I run, 112 Community and Star Wars Toy Picks, all on Instagram. And remember, we are storytellers. Get out there, tell your story, have some fun, shoot some toys, and be like Greg and just be a nice guy. Appreciate it. Appreciate the craft. And man, thank you for coming on. I really enjoyed this.
No problem. Glad I was here. Honestly, really, really was. Means a lot.
For sure, man.
Y'all,
Anytime.
y'all have fun, even in this trying time. Have fun. Above all else, have fun.
Yes. Have fun. See you at the next episode, guys. Peace.
Thank you guys for listening to that episode of Toy Photocast with Hiroshi Art and More. I had an amazing time talking with Greg. Reach out to him on Instagram and let him know that you enjoyed his episode too. I got to give a shout out to my Patreon exclusive hardcore listeners, Stephanie Bear, Jordan Dodrill, and Scott Blind. Thank you guys for donating and supporting Toy Photocast. Also, thank you to all of the Patreon supporters. Go check it out. It's only $1 to access the bonus episodes. We got some great content if you're really wanting to go deep with toy photography. Check it out, and we will see you at the next episode. Peace.